What's up guys, welcome back again to my channel and to my kitchen. So today I'm gonna show you how to make this delicious juicy baked chicken. So if you are interested in the video, stick around. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on all notification. Let's get cooking. So here I have my nicely washed chicken. Now I'm using leg quarters and I'm also using chicken breast. Alright, but ensure that any part of the meat that you're using you have on the skin, right? So I made some slits into the chicken. You want to ensure that you wash the chicken very well, and you also want to pat dry it. Alright, so I made some slits under the skin just to ensure that the seasoning go into the soak well into the chicken. Alright, so I'm gonna start adding some seasoning now. So first I'm gonna add some black pepper. After adding the black pepper, you're gonna add the seasoning that you choose. Alright, so I'm just adding my choices. Alright, so now I'm gonna add some all-purpose seasoning. I love Maggi all-purpose seasoning. As Jamaicans, we love using Maggi seasoning. But what if you're a person who don't like it? Then you could always add any seasoning of your choice. Alright, so I'm not going to add a lot of seasoning, so you add it to your liking. So here I'm adding some paprika. Now the paprika give the chicken a nice color. Alright, now I'm adding some oregano leaves. Now you can add any dry herbs of your choice. Now before I forget to add the oil, I'm gonna add some oil. Now the oil helps to seal in the moisture into the chicken. Alright, so you want to ensure that you drizzle some onto your chicken. You could also add some salt if you like. So now I'm adding some dry parsley flakes. To that I'm gonna add a little barbecue sauce, not a lot guys, but maybe about 3 teaspoons, right? Because I'm cooking a lot of chicken, so the more chicken you're cooking, you add the barbecue sauce based on the number or pieces or the sizes of chicken. So now I'm gonna add a little maple syrup. You can also add honey. Alright, now we're gonna use the nice clean hands just to season the chicken. Alright, I love to add my onion and garlic powder, but today I'm not adding any. Me use it too much guys, so some recipes may try if you don't use it. Alright, but if you like, you could add some. Alright, or you could even add some grated garlic and some grated onion if you like, or some green seasoning. Alright, so I want to keep the recipe simple, so I'm not gonna really over season the chicken. Alright, so ensure that you're rubbing the seasons nicely. You want to ensure that you put some in the slits as well. And you can marinate the chicken overnight, but for me today, I'm just going to marinate it for about an hour. Alright, so I'm going to cover and let it marinate and then I return. Alright, so after the chicken fully marinated, I greased the baking container. So now guys, I'm going to add my chicken pieces. Alright, so I grease mine with some oil. You could also grease yours with butter. You could also add some parchment paper, or if you want to add like foil for easier cleanup. Alright, because it do get messy as the chicken bakes. Okay, so I'm placing my chicken pieces. You can place them in whichever order that you choose, but do skin side up. Alright, okay, you want your skin to have a nice beautiful color. I have other baked chicken recipes. I'm gonna leave the link in the description box, so if you are interested you could always check them out. I will also leave the ingredients in the description box. I sometimes say I'm gonna leave the ingredients in the description box, but I somehow forget. But guys, I'm gonna make sure so I'm gonna leave it full now. Alright, so all of that nice juice that was marinated with the chicken, you don't want to waste any of it. You want to pour it onto your chicken. Alright, so before you put your chicken in the oven, make sure you preheat your oven. I forgot to tell you guys, so the oven temperature and everything will be listed in the description box as well, because guys, everybody oven temperature differs, so I'm gonna leave it in the description box. Alright, so after about 15 minutes or so, this is how the chicken looks. Alright, so all of that juices will go base with chicken. Alright, so because I'm baking mine on a high temperature and then I reduce the oven temperature, so the chicken get a beautiful color when it just starts baking. Alright, so in the first half an hour you want your oven temperature to be higher. Alright, and then maybe like I'm gonna bake for about an hour, so the next 30 minutes you want to reduce it, all right, because you want the chicken to bake kind of a pretty color, but at the same time you want to ensure that it's fully baked, all right. I don't want it to dry out, alright, so I'm gonna push it back in the oven. So this is how it looks after about 30 minutes in total. So now guys, I'm gonna remove, the chicken pieces, they're big, so it takes about an hour to maybe about hour and 10 minutes in total to bake, because I love when my chicken over bake. Alright, so all of them nice juices here, I'm gonna remove it from the container, and then we're gonna make a sauce where we can glaze the chicken with. Bear in mind that you don't necessarily have to remove the juices. You don't need to make any gravy, guys, but I love my thing well, so I'm gonna make some gravy. Alright, so all the juices that I removed from the baking pan, I have it on the stove. So I'm gonna just add some tomato ketchup, which is completely optional. If you don't like ketchup, no use none. Alright, so I'm adding maybe about 2 tablespoons. To that, I'm gonna add some all-purpose seasoning. Alright, so guys, remember I did not really add much seasoning to my chicken, so this step is crucial for me. Alright, I'm also gonna add some soya sauce. The soya sauce, the sodium in there high, so because I didn't add any salt, so I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons. It also helps with color. Alright, so if you over season your chicken in the beginning, you could only add like 1 teaspoon of the soya sauce just for the color. Since I added 2, you could just add some browning. Alright, I'm gonna add another spoon further down, because I want it to have a darker color. However, you could just use browning, because you don't want your chicken too salty. Alright, because if I make the gravy salty and you over season the chicken, my god, I'm not gonna eat that. Alright, so I'm gonna add some fresh thyme and some ginger, because I want it to have a nice island flavor taste to it. And then I'm gonna cook it down for about 3 to 4 minutes, or until it thickens. Okay, so taste the sauce, guys. If you feel like you want to add some brown sugar or anything you want to add, some vinegar. I sometimes add vinegar, but today I'm not gonna add any. So I'm gonna just add some black pepper and some chili powder just for a little heat. Not much, because I know some I like pepper. Yeah, and then I'm gonna just give it a mix, and then I'm gonna just make it thickens, and then you will see when I'm basting the chicken. Alright, guys. So at this point, you could just add all of the sauce that you made earlier, right? Just throw it by your chicken, or if you like, you could just use a spoon or a pastry brush just to add some seasoning. Alright, for this recipe, guys, I normally turn my chicken to the other side, but I'm not gonna do that today. Alright, so the longer you bake a chicken, the underside gonna be baked as well, so no worry yourself, say the underside not gonna bake, it will still be baked. Alright, guys, so I'm gonna just add the sauce and the chicken, and then I'm gonna put it back in the oven. So while I was making the sauce, I put the chicken in the oven, so it was baking until the sauce was ready. So maybe the sauce took about 5 minutes, so I'm just leave the chicken in the oven, make it go and bake, and while the sauce make. Alright, so when the sauce finished, I took it from the oven and now I'm basting. So the underside, because I remove all of that juices, so you get to bake and have a nice color, even though I did not immerse it. Alright, not immerse, I did not flip it over, sorry. So now I'm just add my sauce. As you see, guys, I'm being generous with the sauce. You could just use a pastry brush, or as I say, just pour down your sauce on a chicken. And but I love to eat a little gravy on my rice. So after I'm finished basting, I place the chicken in the oven. So this is the end product, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please to give me a thumbs up. Also click subscribe for more amazing contents like these. And if you try the recipe, guys, comment down below and give me your feedback. The chicken was so moist and delicious. I am so sorry, guys, that I did not get to cut it and let you see how it looks. But if you try the recipe, you'll see for yourself. Take care, guys. Bye.